Hey, thanks for tuning in. In this video, we're going to talk about kosher alcohol. In the written Torah, there are no general prohibitions regarding drinking alcohol. If you are not a priest serving at the tent of meeting, and if you are not one that has taken the vow of Nazir, the Nazirite vow, there are no direct prohibitions on drinking alcohol, or even drunkenness, for that matter, if you are so inclined. And this is apart from any issue of wisdom or any issue of health. I am just speaking regarding what the Torah allows and forbids. I personally do not choose to drink. So if you do choose to drink and you are concerned with the Torah, there might be certain kosher concerns that could arise. The thing is that, as with the issue of food and finding out about kosher food, a lot of this information comes from rabbinic Jewish sources. It comes from Orthodox Jewish rabbis oftentimes. And they do not exclusively use the written Torah as their standard for determining whether something is kosher. Sometimes they bring in rabbinic enactments and rabbinic traditions in their assessment of different foods and different food products, in this case alcohol. So we may realize that and we may think, well, what could be wrong with this alcoholic beverage, for example? The thing is that if we were inclined to ask such a question, what might we be implying? That we don't really know. We may not know what could be wrong with it. We may not have that kind of information. A lot of times what goes on in the production of food or the production of alcohol, a lot of times we don't really know what's going on. And a lot of these kosher certification agencies, they have a lot better access to information than we would, and they actually have a lot better knowledge of the industry than we do. And there are potentially kosher concerns associated with alcoholic beverages, even just beyond the issues that the rabbis impose upon it. So I want to give two examples of this. There could be other examples as well. I am just giving two. So the first one is gelatin, and the second one is isinglass. These are both used as fining agents in certain alcoholic beverages. And while gelatin is not exclusively from pork, a lot of times it does come from pork sources. And also isinglass sometimes comes from unclean fish. And these two ingredients, or some other ingredient, one of them or some other issue could be involved as it pertains to certain alcoholic beverages. The good news is that there is information available in the case that we do want to be concerned with kosher and that we also want to consume alcoholic beverages. There is a kosher list put out by both the CRC and Star K, two agencies which, from my understanding, are credible certification agencies that certify food. They put out lists of recommended alcohol for the kosher consumer. You can very easily find these. Just Google kosher alcohol list, and those two should be the top two on the list, at least as of right now. So if you're getting your information from a credible agency like Star K or CRC, then it's probably going to be reliable information that you can use. And now I want to caution us, on the other hand, that we may look over these lists and see, well, there are a lot of options. There are a lot of things that are okay, and it may be kind of surprising. But the thing is that not everything is going to be okay. Not everything is going to be kosher. And if we let ourselves kind of overgeneralize and we're not being especially mindful of specific products that we may want or select, we may kind of accidentally generalize and think, well, it's probably okay because these other ones were okay as well. That may or may not be the case. There may be some exception to the general rule, Just as with many other products as well, there may be something going on that we're not aware of. So we have this list available to us. We have these two lists that we can check if we are interested in alcoholic beverages, and feel free to check those out. And you can easily check it on your phone if you don't remember, or you can just check it as you go, before you go to the store, and actually be sure of what you're getting beforehand, for example. So actually do your due diligence on this if you actually care, if you are actually concerned with getting something that is kosher. So alcohol in general is fine by the standard of the Torah. And once again, there may be issues of wisdom and health to also concern if you're so to be concerned with if you're so inclined. But as far as the Torah is concerned, alcohol consumption is okay. Just be sure that you are not violating any kosher issues in the process. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out some of my other videos about other Torah issues, including my kosher playlist, which you can check in the description below. And be sure to stay in touch so we can continue this discussion. Thanks for watching. Remember the commands. Shalom.